The world is full of interesting. The iconic 1006 chair by Emeco was originally developed for the US Navy. They needed a chair that could withstand fire, salt water, and torpedo blasts. Its manufacture involves 77 handmade steps. It's a fascinating backstory. And what about the bread tag? A guy called Floyd Paxton was on a plane in 1952, had a bag of peanuts, needed to reseal it. He had an old expired credit card in his pocket. He used his penknife to cut and create the world's first bread tag. And then there's Dagen H, the 3rd of September 1967. On this day, Sweden changed from driving on the left-hand side of the road to driving on the right-hand side of the road, all in 24 chaotic hours. It's the most massive overhaul in driving infrastructure that the world has ever seen, and a great logo too. Finally, there's a reason why QR codes might remind you of something else. The engineer that oversaw their development was a keen player of the Japanese game Go. I'm Remo Giuffre, and I'm here to tell you about REMORANDOM catalogues of interesting. But before we go there, some background. Remo was launched as a physical general store in 1988. Back in the 90s, it was a big deal, both commercially and I would say culturally. Remo was justifiably famous for its mail order catalogues. They were loved and collected and won awards all over the world. 1991 US Catalog Age voted them the world's best. So in 2023, Remo, after all this time, will be returning to print. Once again with catalogues, but not of products. This time, catalogues of interesting. So REMORANDOM will be a printed biannual curation of snack-sized facts, stories, observations, all designed to inform and entertain a global audience of curious readers. 90 topics per issue, everything interesting. We've written most of the content for REMORANDOM #1, and I can guarantee you that it will be the most interesting book in your library, giving you so much uncommon knowledge to share over dinner parties at home, around the water cooler at work, or the campfire on holidays. Then of course there's the merch, t-shirts, tea towels, totes, enamel mugs. We're good at that stuff. For me personally, REMORANDOM is a most exciting project, kicking off a whole new chapter in the now 35-year-old Remo story. With your help, and we will need your help, it will fly high.